Hello everyone, welcome to BhadraIASAcademy. So in our one topic a day discussion, today we are going to discuss a very important topic. This is a new topic. It is called synthetically generated information, SGI. Now this topic will be very much relevant for the mains examination, either APSC, UPSC or any state level exams. Right. So what is this synthetically generated information, SGI? Right. So let us look at this in the context of the evolving AI. Basically, this topic deals with understanding the new age of AI created content. Right. So basically, the world is now evolving into AI. So now this is the new thing, synthetically generated information, which is making a lot of news. So what is synthetically generated information? So how do we understand this thing? Now generally SGI refers to any text or image or video or audio or any document or software code or any data that is created fully or partly using AI rather than directly produced by human beings. That is generally what we call the synthetically generated information, SGI. So if you look into some more details, it is generated through AI models. Like there are various AI models, such as we have a large language models, diffusion models, generative adversarial networks, voice cloning models, image generation models, etc. Like for example, when you talk about LLMs, it is basically like very popular one, ChatGPT generated articles. Like when you talk about diffusion models, we have a AI generated speech. We have a general adversarial network like a deep fake videos. We have a voice cloning model like we have a AI created photograph, synthetic voice, AI generated research report, etc. So now when we are talking about synthetically generated information, it refers to all these things which I have given here as example. So अगर ये क्वेश्चन आपको मेंस में ऐसा पूछा जाता है, so you can give all these kind of examples and what are the various models. Now evolution of synthetic information, this is like the body part of the answer writing part. So here what can we discuss? The traditional era we had a human created information, right? In the digital era we had a digitally edited information. In the AI era we had fully AI generated content. So this is the currently which is going on, like fully AI generated content. Now we are also entering into a new era. This is called generative AI era, like a realistic synthetic media that is almost impossible to distinguish from reality. So what is real and what is not real or AI generated, it will be difficult to distinguish or identify. That is the generative AI era, right? Now types of synthetically generated information, there are different types, so I try to highlight. So in mains answer what happened, this becomes like part of your answer writing ka division. So first thing we talk about synthetic text. It could be news, it could be blogs, email, fake reports, academic paper, whatever, which is AI generated. Synthetic images like fake photographs, AI art, almost identity images, so where you can use these kind of things for making license, passport, various things. Then we have a synthetic videos, like very popular, about this one, deep fake, so people can create our image and make it look as if we are only present in that video, but actually it is a AI, deep fake image. Then AI presenters like news and all we have seen nowadays, AI presenters are there. Then political speeches can also be made by AI. So it looks real, but it won't be real. Then we have a synthetic audio, voice cloning, right? So actually your voice is recorded, your style, pronunciation all recorded. Afterwards what happen, you give the text, the AI will read it out like as if you are reading it, you know. So these are nowadays very common, and also fake phone calls etc. can be done with AI. Then synthetic documents, like you can generate, you know, fake certificates, fake invoices, forged government documents also can be created. So it will look like as if it is the original document, but it can be totally fake. Then synthetic data. This is the artificial data sets created for AI training, yeah, privacy protection. So these are all what we can say various types of AI generated information, yeah, what we call the synthetically generated information. Now what is the technologies behind this SGI, right? So let us look into that, because when you are writing an answer for mains exam, your body part of the answer should have various discussions and detail, so to improve the quality. So the first one very popularly talked about is the large language models, LLMs, like it generates text examples, like you can say ChatGPT is there, Gemini is there. Now very popular nowadays, people are talking about Claude, you know, Anthropic company ka Claude is very much in news. So if you look at such various technologies, I have tried to give here. So the technologies are like, we have a diffusion models, right? We have a diffusion models where we can generate realistic image, like, you know, there are various examples like how we have a ChatGPT, like there are so many other things like DALL-E, right, Midjourney, stable diffusion, etc. Then we have a generate realistic faces and videos, you know, lot of deep fake, etc. Voice AI, it generates synthetic speech. Then video generation models, it generates realistic moving videos. So these are what we can say some of the current technologies that are used for synthetically generated information, which we should be familiar. Now what are the characteristics of synthetically generated information, SGI? So if you look at the characteristic features, highly realistic they appear, and low production cost, because these are all AI, extremely scalable, you know, they can multiply, and it can imitate humans, you know, voice, video, preparing report, writing this, that, etc. And difficult to detect whether it is real or made by AI. It can spread rapidly through social media, and multilingual. Nowadays we have facility, this can be created in any language, you know, and it is available 24/7, so that what happen nowadays, these kind of things can be done at any point of time, you know, there is no time limit for this kind of preparation, right? Now what are some of the positive applications, you know, the good benefits? So here if you get a question like critically evaluate, you can talk about both positive as well as the negative. So positive point of view, educational sector can benefit, like personalized learning, study material, language translation, all these kind of things can actually benefit, you know. So that is one thing where we can think about some benefits being coming, right? Then healthcare, like medical imaging, drug discovery, virtual assistants can also be benefited. Governance, you can have a various government services, automated documents government can generate, you know. Agriculture, like advisory system, weather based recommendation, AI can do that. Industry, like product designing, automation, customer support. So there are advantages of this kind of synthetically generated information. So there are strategic benefits to government as well as the economy also, like for example economic growth, AI industry will expand, productivity will improve, new startups can benefit by this. Then digital governance, faster government services, data analysis can be done. Main thing is the research, you know, the deep research which is available in ChatGPT, which many people are using, that can help you to intensify your research and get some quality output, like scientific simulation, climate modeling, prediction of forecasting of weather models, etc. National development, yes. Digital India, AI mission, smart governance. Therefore, you see every aspect has two sides, positive, negative. Now the negative side, what are the risks of this SGI? First is the false information shared. Sometimes people intentionally or unintentionally might share information which is wrong because they don't know whether it is right or wrong. And false information spread deliberately, that is what we call disinformation. So I try to distinguish between misinformation and disinformation, right? So this is purposely done, spreading some unnecessary information, right? And true information used with malicious intent also is possible under misinformation. Fake news, this is so very popular, everybody is familiar. Then information pollution, like unnecessary, unwanted information can be spread. That is where the information pollution takes place. Now, when we talk about SGI, it also has implications for another aspect you can talk about in exam, internal security. Like threats include fake communal videos which can create problem, fake government order, rumors about disaster, false intelligence information, synthetic terrorist propaganda, AI generated extremist recruitment, etc. So these can destabilize what we can say the security of a country. Correct? Now, what are the consequences of this kind of threat? You can have a riots, panic, social unrest, violence, people, indulging in unlawful activities, we can say in general. So there are some challenges before the government as well. Rapid technological evolution, how will the government cope with this? How will the government create a legal system? Cross-border platforms are there, you can access things across the nations nowadays, right? Jurisdiction issues are there. How will you take a case to some other country? International issues. Detection difficulties, from where it is coming, how will you identify the source? Lack of awareness among people, how to create awareness about it. Shortage of AI expert, technical experts, technically skilled persons are not there. Main thing is here, regulatory gaps. Still this media and AI, these are not properly regulated. Then platform accountability, how will you fix the accountability of the particular platform that is providing the services to people. So some measures taken by India, which also you can talk about it, like India AI mission supports the responsible AI. Government has appointed a commission also to regulate the AI. Then Digital Personal Data Protection Act, very recently government passed this act. It also came in the UPSC mains exam. Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, that is the CERT. This I have taught in the cyber class also for many students, right? This is very popular. Then I4C under the Ministry of Home Affairs, that is the Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center, which basically deals with lot of cyber fraud and cyber reporting, etc. Then we have a national cyber security strategy proposed by the research data centers, right? That has been proposed to government. This question also appeared in UPSC. Very recently it came, I think 22, 23 something this question came in UPSC, right? Then we have a AI advisory framework. Even internationally people are talking about the responsible AI, so that AI should not mislead invest in the wrong areas. Okay, so wholesome answer you can prepare like this for exam perspective. Like this is one topic that is likely to be asked, when the AI perspective, how we can prepare for exam. Okay, so what is the way forward? The technological better detection algorithms, AI watermarking, authentication system we have to develop. Legal is the most important. Strong AI laws are required. Platform ka liability, accountability should be fixed, and cross-border cooperation should be there. International issues. Institutionally, you need to create a digital literacy, AI ethics education, capacity building, training, etc. Then the new topic also emerging is this one, global AI governance. How that can be worked out. So could we have a international, regulation, international laws, something? Maybe soon that will come. This is the way forward that we can write it for the exam perspective. Clear? Now mains में question कैसे कैसे आ सकते हैं? I am trying to give you some idea here. Like what is synthetically generated information, SGI? Discuss its opportunities and challenges for internal security. Deep fakes are emerging as serious threat to democracy and national security. Examine. Discuss the ethical legal challenges posed by AI generated content. Suggest suitable measures. Right. Even you can get this kind of a question in ethical paper also. You can get this kind of questions in essay writing paper also. Right. So I try to give you a wholesome discussion on this topic because exam may you can think that this is a likely topic to be appearing. So for any exam preparation like APSC or UPSC, Arunachal, Nagaland, Manipur, any exam, SSC, banking, railway, ADRE, if you need any help and support, you can contact BhadraIASAcademy at 8638391721. Thank you and keep watching our videos for more and more analysis for exam preparation.